What's up, everybody? This is Short Bus, Chad for my family. Today is May the 3rd. My last video was on the 1st. Yesterday being the 2nd, I was having a real bad day. Was spiking some temperatures in the 102s, and was not able to make a video yesterday because I pretty much stayed in bed and slept. But today I'm here. It's been a long day. I'm done with the chemo, obviously. I've been done with that since the end of last week, or beginning of the week, Saturday, Sunday. But today I've been getting transfusions. I've gotten a couple pints of blood and a couple bags of platelets. And basically we're just waiting for all my white counts to drop down today. They were at like 1.4. So as soon as they hit like 900 or lower, we'll hopefully start crawling back up. But otherwise, that's how the day's been. Just a couple transfusions and physical therapy and the things that I do pretty much every day. I didn't get real good response from the last video, and I didn't know if it was an issue of talking about religion that people didn't like, or if maybe just people aren't following these as much as they were the first couple. I obviously want things to be able to talk about with you guys, to one, keep your attention to the videos, but also to, kind of educate, the best I can, for anybody else that may be going through or looking to go through this, or has a family member that's getting ready to go through this, as to what to expect. People talk about chemo, and they think, oh my god, it's horrible. It's bad, okay? But it's not like you see in the movies. It's not, you get chemo and you run into the trash can, every 5 minutes or anything like that. They've actually gotten really good about that, and, with me, I know, they give me a bunch of pre-meds, before they even start my chemo. Some steroids, some stuff for upset stomach, and so on and so forth. And then they start the chemo, and they also run the upset stomach med through IV pretty much the whole time I'm getting the chemo. So it's not it's not as bad that way. But what you don't see in the movies is exactly how draining it can be. Yesterday, my hemoglobin was down at like 6.1, and what that means is I don't have enough energy to stand up and walk. Being that the hemoglobin is what actually carries the oxygen through the body. So the first thing they did today was give me 2 bags of blood to bring the hemoglobin back up. It still only came up to like 8.1, so they're going to do more blood, I think, tonight. But my platelets had dropped from 75,000 to 14,000 to 6,000, and now we're trying to get them to come back up in case I was to get a cut or something, so I'd be able to stop bleeding, obviously. It's a rough stay here because there's nobody here. My family comes up and visits when they can, but you feel like you feel alone a lot. If you have a family member that's in the hospital going through something, it doesn't matter what they're in the hospital for. If you have a family member in the hospital, a visit's always welcome. It always makes them feel better to have somebody come in, visit, spend some time with them. Maybe you have a family member that's in a nursing home. A visit would mean so much. I've been here since the 18th, and I haven't got to see my children yet. And that that means a lot to me. To be able to see my kids. But with, you know, their school schedule and, you know, stuff like that, it's just not possible right now. But the whole point of all of this is, if you get a chance to visit somebody, you know, do it. You know, don't ever think that you wouldn't be a welcome visitor, because those things sometimes, you know, can make a difference between them laying in bed all day and being depressed and being upset, to, you know, making their whole day, you know, making them happy for the day. But I'll get off of that. You know, I said in my first video, and I want to reiterate it this video, if you know, if there's something, you know, because I did get a couple people asking how they could help me out, or if my family needed any help or anything like that. And I told them the same thing I told everybody in my first video, and I'll tell you again now. If you want to help, donate blood, because, you know, today I used 2 bags, and I'm probably going to use 2 more tonight. You know, so the blood donation is very important to anybody that receives chemotherapy. You know, and then also marrow.org, so that you can register to be a marrow donor. You know, and help somebody out that may need a bone marrow transplant. So that's, you know, I guess my PSA for the day. Other than that, you know, everything's still the same. A little bit tired, but other than that, you know, I'm hanging in there. You know, if anybody, you know, watched this movie and has any questions or anything they want me to discuss, send me a message. You know, maybe you don't have something you want to discuss. You just want to say, hey man, I'm standing by, I'm doing this fight with you. Hey, that would be important to me too. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And this is Short Bus. You guys have a nice day.